Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome to Fresh Off the Set. My name is David Osmond. Excited to be here today because I'm with a buddy of mine, Dan Farr, who has Dan Farr Productions. You may not know that name, but you're going to know this name, FanX. And if you've been to Utah, anytime in the last 11 years, you know what this convention is. It's the largest convention, most attended, actually, I saw.
Experience it, and it makes them happier, gives them some happy, enjoyment one way or the other. The 3D software business that I was involved with, we would turn out products that people would use in their art.
Sure.
And they'd get excited. They actually became fans of the products that we were releasing.
Yeah.
And that's where I kind of first learned about fandom. When it took me years to realize, wait a second, this is very close to fandom. It's not just digitizing and creating digital characters. It's taking and creating fun things that people can get excited about, and then build off of and expand. And user generated content became a real big portion of that business, and really helped to make it grow is because of the stuff that they were doing to create off of what we would start. And with FanX, it's the same thing. We kind of put the pieces together, and then it grows outside of that. The excitement and everything builds on top of what we put together.
Yeah, that's fantastic. And what's also cool is you mentioned the support of the community that comes out. We were talking about this a little bit earlier. It is second to none. I know that you have such an appreciation of the people of Salt Lake that have come out here, locals that come and support you and that. Can you tell me just a little bit as we're getting to the end of this, but what that means to you, the community support?
Well, the community here from the very beginning came out of the woodwork to support us in a way that we had no idea. I didn't know what I was doing when I started this. I just knew I had a fun idea, brought in some great partners to help operate the event, but I didn't realize, how many volunteers we were going to need and how many, just people coming in and doing panels and other things. And I had people reach out to me and say, hey, let me help you in this area. Let me help you here. And it came together very organically from the community. And even to the point that I mentioned earlier that we had some high-level guests that the Governor Gary Herbert at the time offered to pick up at the airport. So he picked up William Shatner when he came in, and he picked up Stan Lee when he came in the following day.
Yeah, that would be a cool car ride.
Oh, I'm telling you.
Lou Ferrigno's come in a bunch, the original Incredible Hulk, and I'm sure and he's still just doing his thing and rocking it.
Yeah, he looks great. He's very still
lean, mean, and green.
I wouldn't take him on.
No way. And it's funny that the governor himself wanted to pick up these celebrities because he was a fan himself.
Well, and what happened is after when we were going to bring Stan Lee back, like a couple years later, he said, so is my friend the governor going to pick me up at the airport again?
You remember?
And he did. Yeah. And I ran into William Shatner at another convention shortly after. He said, so how's Gary doing? He had a good conversation with the governor, and I think they spent like 2 hours talking about the secrets of life.
That sounds a little bit like classic Shatner. Right?
Yeah.
That would be a cool conversation. And as is this conversation. I love chatting with you. I learn something new about you every time I talk to you. And as we kind of wrap this up for Fresh Off the Set, tell us about the future of FanX. What do you have down the road? What are in your sights? What are your goals?
Well, we've been able to grow a little bit every year. I want to continue down that path of just continue to grow. We don't want to double in size from one year to the next. It would kill us. We have to grow a little bit. But we want to start expanding and really making it a downtown festival weekend.
Yeah,
and
fun.
Yeah, my dream is to have our main panel room, instead of just being in the ballroom there, actually do it at the Delta Center. That would be, for me, that would be perfect. We did a couple of panels there with Mark Hamill and William Shatner. I think it was 7 years ago, 6-7 years ago, and we've had probably 10,000 people, 12,000 people that were in the arena, and it's quite a powerful energy. So I think that's one of our potential expansion capabilities, because as you attend this show, you don't look around and say, oh, yeah, we could have twice as many people. You're bumping shoulders as you're walking through the halls. You're not thinking, oh, well, there's a lot more room to expand here. And there really isn't. We're going to have to find ways to expand outside of the building.
Growing pains like any event. It has to be organic and, one step in front of the other. But every year is hockey sticking. It's growing.
Yeah.
And we're just big fans of you and of this whole show. So thank you for creating something so special for Utah. Anything else you want to share with our audience? I appreciate it. More to come. We'll have to have you back on as future years go. But
Well, I'll say this. The thing that makes my job so easy is the fans in Utah really come out to support the convention and support the celebrities that are at the show. It's an economic thing for them to come to the shows. I mean, they kind of put that on the table. You know, they go to different conventions because they're making money selling photographs,
sure,
and and autographs and photo ops.
It's show business.
Yes, it is. It's a business for them. If they want to just meet fans, they can go to the mall, right? Yeah. Or they go downtown in their cities or whatever. But this is a chance for them to get a meaningful interaction with fans, and it's not while they're having their own dinner. But because the fans here are so strong, our reputation is they want to come back. They want to come back because the fans are so supportive of them, and they end up with a successful weekend here.
Way to go, Utah. Yeah. Elvis Presley told my dad years ago, if I could do it all again, Alan, he said, I would do what you're doing. I'd go out there and I would shake every hand. I would sign every autograph and take every picture because I can't do what I do without them. They're not fans, they're friends. And I think you've created that culture here with FanX. So congratulations, kudos to you. And however we can support.
Speaking of Elvis, we had
Priscilla?
Priscilla, yes. Priscilla Presley. So
yeah. Priscilla was there. That's awesome.
Very sweet. She's actually, I didn't know what she'd be like, and getting to meet her, she's just super nice.
I haven't met her.
She's actually, she likes to joke and have a good time, and very, very, very down to earth, very humble.
My brother went down to the convention and said that he met Priscilla. He says, dude, it was so cool.
Oh, he did.
Yeah, but again, just fanboying. Just had such a cool moment. And stories to tell for days. And when you see people larger than life, whether they're pictures on your wall or on your TV, it's like to see them in person, to shake their hand. It is a surreal, cool moment. So thanks for creating that for so many people.
Thank you for having me here.
Awesome. Anything we can do to support, man, we're fans of you. Thanks a lot, Dan.
Thank you.
Congrats, you made it to the end. If you want to continue to freshen up your day, you can watch us on Fresh Living every weekday on CBS Channel 2 in Utah at 1 o'clock. You can also watch us on our YouTube channel, KUTV Fresh Living, and follow us on social media. We will see you next week.